So this morning I became really aware of why we can't create the life that we long for. Now, I've been talking about dragons for a while, and that's the truth. The dragons really are protectors. We're designed to protect us. But there are many stories that live in our body. And when we're afraid, if we're in fear and we feel unsafe, and that's the important thing, is safety must come first. And if you're feeling unsafe, no any amount of affirmations or staying in the state of the wish fulfilled, as Neville Goddard talks about, none of those will work long term. What's going to happen is that unless you actually cleared those blocks, those stories, the energy that lives in your body. I'm not talking about the mind. The mind always comes after. The body comes first. I call it bring your body back online, to bring your brilliance back online. But we need to do that around our visions for having a better life. And I also know that if you are struggling with having the vision clarity, that it's probably because you don't feel safe in your body. There is something that's telling you not to do that. There's something at a deeper level that's preventing you from creating this life that you long for. And that something can be an experience you had or a belief that's been buried in your body. It can also be how you're designed. You may be trying to create something in your life that's actually not part of your design. And unless you've checked inside, that's right, within, to feel how it feels in your body, does your body say yes? Or is it saying, no, that's not for me? But I do know that if you see a car driving down the highway and that one particular one stands out in your mind, that's your soul saying, yeah, I would really love to have that. I would love to experience driving that vehicle. For me, it's usually a convertible. I used to have a convertible, but I had been in a convertible when I was younger, and I knew what it felt like. It actually felt like when I was sailing or on a boat, even on a power boat, where you're in the open air and the wind is blowing through your hair, and it feels like freedom. It's the experience that we're looking for, not that actual physical thing. For me, yes. Do I want a convertible? Yes, I would love to have a convertible. Does it fit in my life right now? No. I'm in Canada and it's January and there's a pile of snow and I wouldn't even be able to put the top down even if I wanted to. So is that a great idea for me? Not at this stage. But if I was to go on vacation and be in a warmer weather, probably the first thing I would do would be rent a convertible so that I could drive feeling free, feeling the fresh, warm air blowing through my hair. It's the experience that I love. That's what we're really after, is the experience. But if there's a part of your body that says, no, you can't do that. If you've had maybe that scares you. Maybe there's another reason. Now, for me to be able to rent a convertible, I have to have some resources to be able to do that. Maybe I know somebody else who has a convertible and they would take me for a drive in it. Or maybe I have some points on my credit card that I could use to rent that vehicle. Or maybe I have enough money flowing in to flow out to create that experience for me. The truth is, we need to be resourced, but we can't see the resources that we have when we're stuck in fear, or we're in a belief that, in that scarcity belief that I don't have enough. Truth is, there are always ways. And it's not up to you to really know the how. You need to be in it. You need to experience it, but you need to feel safe enough. And that's when they say safety first. So what is it you're dreaming about that hasn't been able to come true because you're sitting in fear? This is the kind of work that I do. I help people with their visions. I help hold their vision, and I help them move through the fear parts before we step into creating the magic every day. Because I know we need to be able to create magic every day, but we also need someone else to hold our dreams, because we have lots of, we'd already be there if we didn't have blocks, either in our mind or in our body. And it's the ones that are in our body that we need to move first, because if we don't feel safe, if we don't know how to bring our body back online, as I said, no amount of practicing affirmations every day are going to get you there permanently. You might get there, but it'll only be temporary, because at some point, your dragons, as I call them, your protectors, will force you to stop. We want to move through those so that you can have the life that you were really meant to have.